But there definitely is kind of this group of conservatives and Republicans that believe that they can use Candace Owens to kind of help them gain black votes. And I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen. There's something I want to talk about today really quickly as it pertains to Candace Owens, right? And Candace Owens is somebody who, she's an interesting character, right? I don't really hate Candace Owens at all. I don't love her either. I think she has some interesting thoughts on some things. I think she's correct on a lot of things sometimes, but I think she's wrong in other aspects, right? This video is less about Candace Owens and more about kind of a warning to the Republican establishment as it pertains to using black people to reach out to the black community as it pertains to votes, right? Because I feel like the Republican Party is very high on Candace Owens because they think that she is kind of going to help them make inroads with black people as far as how we vote. And I'm kind of here to tell you that's not happening. Now, there is a certain segment of black people, especially men in particular, who are easier voters to get if you're a Republican, but it's not going to be because of Candace Owens. Black men are kind of already taking a step away from the Democratic Party, and because we live in a two-party system, it only leaves really the Republican Party. Candace is not the reason why some black men are moving away, and she's not going to help you with anybody else in the future either. And this is why. So let me pull up Candace Owens' Instagram real quick, because I was on it the other day, and I saw something. I bookmarked it because I thought, wow, I have to talk about this because this is kind of what I'm talking about. When it comes to, Republicans being awful at reaching out to black people. I bookmarked it, so hopefully, oh, here it goes. Let me just pull it up. So this first picture here says, New Year, same Tennessee. It's a photo with Candace Owens and her white husband, right? And I click the arrow, and we are at a photo of Candace Owens kissing her white husband. Candace Owens, her white husband, and I don't know who this is. Candace and her white husband at the red carpet. Candace and a white couple, or white Latina, whatever you call these people, I don't know. Candace, white husband, white or Hispanic lady, white looking, whatever. Candace, white, you see the theme here. And one more time, Candace, white, Candace, white. Now, Republicans like to play this thing where, oh my God, you guys talk about race so much, like you guys are the ones obsessing over race, and we're not going to get past the race issue until you guys take the step in getting past the race issue. Now, to a certain extent, I agree. I agree to a certain extent that getting past the race issue is going to require us as black Americans to kind of just forgive the country for what it did to us and move on. That said, I'm not bringing up Candace Owens' white husband and, these white people because I hate interracial dating or I hate white people. That's not who I am or why it's relevant. I'm bringing this up, though, because, yeah, Republicans, just because you want the world to be a certain type of way doesn't mean that it is. And so you can want the world to be this post-racial society. It's not. And quite frankly, I feel like, you want it to be that way without doing any of the work to kind of get it to be that way, either. It's like you want this to be a post-racial society, but you're not doing anything to help make it a post-racial society. Now, the Democrats aren't helping either with the woke shit, but you guys aren't doing anything. And so, yeah, they're acting batshit crazy, but if you're not going to do anything, then like both of you are bad. So we're not in a post-racial society yet. So, and what does that mean? It means race matters. Who cares if race is a social construct? Everything is. Borders are social constructs. Nation states are social constructs. All a social construct means is this is not innate. It's not a natural feature of biology. It's something that is man-made, so to speak. And so a bunch of this stuff is it falls under the category of being a social construct, but it still has real impact on people. And so if you are somebody who is a black person who was already perceived, like Candace is, as being anti-black amongst a certain segment, I would say probably around 75 to 80% of black people view Candace Owens in a very derogatory light, right? So she already has that stigma. The fact that she has married a white man, has a half white child and is constantly around all these white people. I believe she also is like working for Ben Shapiro's company. I think, right? The Daily Wire. I think that's true. I'll correct in this video post, recording if I'm wrong. But I think I'm accurate on that, right? And so you have this black woman that has surrounded herself by white people trying to reach out to black voters. Or I don't want to insinuate what Candace Owens' plans are, right? Candace Owens, for all we know, could just be trying to speak her truth. Cool. But there definitely is kind of this group of conservatives and Republicans that believe that they can use Candace Owens to kind of help them gain black votes. And I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You need black people. And once again, this is no shot at Candace Owens. But guess what? You need a Sonny Johnson, right? You need an Amazing Lucas on YouTube. You need kind of Uncle Hotep. You need Hotep Jesus, right? You need people who surround themselves with black people. Even if you're married to a white person, right? A white woman or a white man, you have to be around black friends. You have to be around black people. You have to. Otherwise, and this is harsh because I hate this word. All it's going to look like to the black community as a whole is, and I kind of hate that phrase because, it's arguable if we are even a community, but whatever. If you are the black person who is speaking about black people critically and you're married to a white person and all your friends are white, you're going to look like a coon. I hate the word. I'm not even saying it applies to you. I'm telling you how it's going to be viewed. And that's exactly how it's going to be viewed. You are going to come across as a coon. Candace Owens, in the eyes of many black people, she's viewed as a coon, a sellout, a Bedouin is a phrase that I've heard Tariq Nasheed call her, right? And these pictures, they don't help. And so, Candace has her own life. She's going to do however she sees fit with her life. And I'm sure she loves being a social commentator, speaking about race and race issues and etc. And she should, right? Do what makes you happy. All I'm saying is she is not going to help you Republicans gain black voters because of how much she's around white people. And that sounds crass and it sounds whatever, but it is what it is, right? Believe me, don't believe me. I just thought I saw these pictures and I thought, let me make this video to kind of help the Republicans, conservatives out, because look, I want both of the parties to be better parties because I want black people, black Americans to have more options. And right now I feel like we have shitty options politically. I don't find neither of these parties to be very interesting or providing real solutions that are going to help the average black person out. All right, I don't see it. And so it's in my best interest to kind of help the Republican Party, as it is also in my best interest to help the Democratic Party out. But yeah, Candace Owens or other black people like her, it's not going to cut it, man. It's not going to cut it. You have to be around black people. I would say even married to a black person or dating them, at least if you want to have a prayer in reaching out to black people as it pertains to voting, because they're not going to listen to you if you are black, but everything about you is white as hell. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is.